Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the blessed apostles, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to Yakim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. I'll start with a precept here. Ecclesiastes 9, verse 11, it says, I return and saw under the sun that the race is not for the swift, nor the battle for the strong. It said, neither yet bread for the wise, nor yet riches for the men of understanding, nor yet favor for the men of skill, but time and chance happeneth to them all. Well, you see the scriptures say the race is not for the swift, because really and truly, this whole race is a test of patience and humility. And that is already this topic is about humbleness, trying your best to stay humble. Because you will realize that a lot of things, while in truth does actually interfere with your mind and try to get you puffed up. It's try to interfere with the way you're really supposed to think or how you're really supposed to do things. And it's end up interfering with you, especially the more you learn. That's why you'll see, like, sometimes you'll see when a man coming to the truth for the first time, you'll see he could be real rousy and, real zealous. And after a period of time, you'll see pass, he will still be zealous, but he wouldn't operate the same way. He could end up being a little more different than when he now started off. You understand? It's only at times you'll sometimes see men, and sometimes when you see them, it wouldn't end up with the same outcome. Like you'll see some examples like the Avengers or Scavengers, the Scavengers as it is called them. They end up falling out the truth. Why? Because they was corrected about something and not a problem with it. You understand? Like pride. That's the lack humility. And now if you see them, they're scoffing. So they forget their original enemy and they start to scoff towards somebody who was actually showing them love and correcting them on something. And that really how pride does work. You understand? When a man proud, he doesn't want to take correction. He doesn't want to more analyze right and wrong. He just want to do things his own way. And really and truly, when you're operating like that, the Most High just can't work with you. It says James 4 verse 6, it say, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, the Most High resisted the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Which is something you really had to try to be when you're in this truth, because spirits looking, and spirits does target certain things in a man to try to make it to go off. Pride does be one of them. Vanity does be one of them. Sometimes even confusion between brothers does be one of them. It's try to get different things. It's try to target those things to try to get you to go off and to forget the original reason why you're doing what it is you're doing. Sometimes you'll even see men in the truth. The mad one recently, it is half them where men just forget the original reason why they actually come in the truth and start to look towards other things, and lack of humility does be a part of that. Because when you're not humble and you ain't sitting down and trying to think spiritually to understand what you're supposed to be doing and examining yourself to make sure you stay in order, you go end up looking towards different things that not expedient. It says Galatians 6 verse 3, it say, for if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Now you see, if a man thinketh himself to be something, if a man will not think puffed up about himself, then really and truly he not having a humble mind. Because the things that we know in this truth, we were given it as a gift. The Most High could have given it to anybody else. And at any point in time, he could take it and give it to anybody else. Knowing that, you're supposed to try to be humble. I can't think to myself that the stuff that I know it because I'm somebody special. At any point in time, it could be taken away from me. And our next man could have it who may do a better job. You understand? It's really by grace and mercy that we here. As I being humble is always something you have to keep in mind. When you look at the word humble, alright, you look at the word humble. It's say not proud or arrogance. It's say modest. Two, it's say having a feeling of insignificance, inferiority, subservience. Because humility had two different states. One is the mental aspect and one is the physical aspect. The mental aspect is to think little or low of oneself. You understand? And the physical aspect is to actually be like in a lower state. Right? You say low in rank or importance, status, quality, which is like, to be low in life. It's a courteous, respectful. It's a low in height, level, small in size. Must if I get one. Right, to lower in condition, importance, dignity, abase. You understand? To be like nobodies. Because really and truly, as the scriptures say, if we think we have to be something when we're nothing, we're really nobodies. You understand? Trying to be somebody's by doing the most high work. And trying to minister all these good things. Because at any point in time, it could be taken away. See there, Ecclesiasticus 3, or start from 17, it say, my son, go on with thy business in meekness, right? Which is humility, humbleness. So shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. You understand? Because the Most High, as the scripture says, that's not a read. He resisted the proud, but he giveth grace unto the humble. The meek is who he has actually worked with. That is why when you see situations happening with you that you're actually starting to become high-minded, for him to continue working with you, he has to do something to actually bring your mind back down. Because he don't deal with proud people. At least not like how he has deal with his saints. When he dealing with the proud, that is when he get them to Satan to do whatever that to do, so he can destroy them after. But if you're not in that lot to be destroyed, he will have to humble you. Because he don't want you to think too highly of yourself and then to transgress. Because so scriptures say pride is the beginning of sin. And the opposite of humility is pride, which is opposite to how he wants you to be. It said, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord, which is what I just say. It said, many are in high places and are renowned, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek, which is the low. It say, the poor of this world and rich in faith. You understand? Right, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. It say, for the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Because when a man proud, he doesn't want to give all honor to the Most High. He doesn't want to be doing things that pleasing to the Most High in all ways. He just start to focus on that less and start to focus on his desires more, on what it is he might like and what he might prefer, other than his original purpose. Already and truly, I know how you're supposed to think, but that is how the spirit of pride is work. It is try to get you to sway from your original way, how you're supposed to think, and try to get you to think more vain. or to be less expedient. You understand? So, and you realize coming down to the end, you go bounce about more. And you'll start to see it affecting more brothers and more brothers because the time coming close. It's like how you'll see, like if somebody was, like say if it had a class and there was you see, like you see if it had a class and all of them went up, like say like if you're in med school, like for example, when you now start off, you'll like see a full class, but after the first year, second year, third year, after a while you'll start to see less and less classmates because problems go end up coming around them. This one mightn't pass this exam, that one mightn't pass that exam, and then when it's time to graduate, you will see majority of the class gone because they didn't last to the end. And you're seeing the same thing similar what happening in the truth now. You're seeing men getting knocked off constantly because of certain things that they didn't pass. Some men getting knocked off due to things like greed, lack of humility. You're seeing it sometimes. You're seeing entire camps getting knocked off. You understand? So really and truly, coming so close to the end now, Spirit's just knocking more and more men off. You really have to try to be as humble as possible right now, because now is not the time to be doing nothing that unexpedient. It's just the time to be asking the Most High to help your mind to stay in a certain order, to deal with what it is you have to deal with, and to do what it is you need to do. But if your mind ain't humble, the Most High can't work with you. And if he can't work with you, then you can't get our help. You understand? So, really and truly, you really are trying to keep a humble mind right now. Coming so close to the end, if you want the Most High, we have to work with you a certain way. We really have to try to keep a humble state of mind. Because we're close, we're almost out of here. Anyway, with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. Shalom.